2025 is an excellent example of the potential power of tax loss harvesting in managing the tax situation for clients, but in doing so throughout the course of the year, rather than just maybe looking at it towards the end of the year. The reason for that is that if you just look at kind of the year-end situation of your client balances or financial market performance, at least as of the end of October, it looks pretty strong generally. Equity and bond markets, and if you look at crypto, if you look at gold, any number of places, generally pretty strong financial market performance. And you might not see a lot of opportunity to harvest losses at the end of the year in your clients' portfolios. However, that masks what was significant volatility, especially at the beginning of 2025 in many asset classes, where there was a significant negative return or pullback early in the year. By looking at tax loss harvesting throughout the course of the year, those opportunities could have been taken advantage of much more fully than if we're just looking at tax loss harvesting at the end of the year. You may also want to think about how you are implementing tax loss harvesting to benefit your clients. Normally, we've talked about that as, hey, do I have existing securities that may be at a loss that I can use to offset gains that may have been that may have shown up in other parts or realized in other parts of my portfolio? But there are also different types of strategies or approaches where tax loss harvesting might help with the overall financial portfolio that you have. For example, clients may have significant holdings in so-called low basis stock. That is a concentrated position with a very large embedded tax liability. One way to potentially diversify away from that and limit the tax impact from that security may be to use structures like direct indexing and holding a bunch of individual securities where losses on some of those positions can be used to offset gains as you sell the concentrated position to diversify it more directly. So how you implement tax loss harvesting can also be a very powerful tool in addition to whether you are looking for tax losses, whether it's throughout the year or at the end of the year.